sacredness. This is what I want you to reflect on today. What is this sacredness? You see, just to be a seeker of truth, it is already a very, very exalted state. It is something beyond the dreams of most of you. You have no idea what this means, the majority. Some do. But these ones, they are mostly not seen because they move in opposite directions. A seeker of truth, as he becomes one, he becomes established in this. His heart is full of reverence, is full of divine love, is full of sacredness. Everything he touches is sacred. To be sacred is not just about respect, because this sacredness is not about others. It's about an attitude, something that you can taste. With the sacredness comes reverence that overflows your heart. And today, more or less in a way, these things are getting lost, you see? So, spiritual seekers have become spiritual atheists, in a way. They don't have this sacredness. And these words, of course, they are for the ones who have a potential to become a seeker of truth. For others, it is okay, as it is. But for those who have something inside that pushes them into the quest for truth in a serious manner, for these ones, it is important to recover sacredness. Because without sacredness, your questions cannot be answered. Blessings cannot be received. Without this, your quest becomes just a mental investigation. There's no life in the process. So wherever you go, whatever you do, the attitude is of utmost importance. And I will speak this again later, just about the attitude and the motivations, because this is very important. Wherever you go, if you're approaching a master, if you're approaching a scripture, if you're approaching a spiritual book, without the correct attitude, you will take the form, but no content. And the attitude is the awareness of the sacredness and reverence inside your heart. Keep this in mind. The reverence you have in your heart is the chalice you have to receive the blessings. It's like asking for water. Oh, I want water, water, I'm desperate for water, I'll do anything for water. But if you don't have a cup to get it, water will come and you won't get any. Real reverence. It is a higher state. These days, you are going in and out, so-called spiritual places, satsangs, spiritual books, and all of this, with a curious mind. It's like fishing without a net. You see? When you go to a master, for example, most of you don't have the correct attitude. You see, you come in like you're walking into some other place to speak with just someone else, really. And you expect to receive the most precious of all gifts with this kind of attitude. You come in a suspicious way and trying to test or analyze the master to see if it is or if it isn't. I understand from where this is coming. I really understand. Because so many things are happening. But it doesn't matter what is happening, what others are doing, if it is a bad master or if it is a... It doesn't matter for you. If you're a seeker of truth, you have to preserve what is pure in you. This is very important. If you want to test the master, good, by all means, test it. But the only one who can test a master is a seeker of truth. Why? Because only the seeker of truth has real, answerable questions. No one else. And if you come and you don't expose yourself with your deep questions, deep meaningful questions for you, as a seeker of truth, from where you're standing, you'll get nothing. But you're so used to nothing, to the blah, 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 the same old conversation, the same old repetitions, that you think that this is something. But see, it is given for everybody indiscriminately. But this is nothing. The real master, as you step inside, he is watching you. And he will test you also to see if you have what it takes. And if you come with these little games, if you're hiding and analyzing He will not let you see anything. And you will get out with all your convictions. Oh, this is whatever, but you haven't seen anything. Do you really think that coming to a place where someone is smiling at you, making you feel safe, with all the things that you are carrying behind you, do you think this is the thing? Wow. It can be, but don't confuse kindergarten with university. Kindergarten, it's for babies. But what lies behind? There is a serious, there are serious worries that the seeker of truth has to bear in mind. Yes. No. Because, like I said previously, a lot of things are happening. So many things, so many masters now, so many teachings available. Which one to choose? For the seeker of well-being, it's difficult because blah, 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 and one argument against another, and it is eventually what makes more sense. But what makes more sense talks about where you stand now. But where you stand now, this is where you want to go. If you can understand it, if it makes really sense, then what is the difference? In the quest for truth, the real quest for truth, mine is always at least 2 steps behind. Guidance is coming, pushing. The mind is not understanding. 2 steps behind. When it finally gets to have a little bit of understanding about something, well, this is long gone because seeker is already in something else. And for guidance to be present, sacredness, reverence has to be there. Because even if guidance is present, if there is no sacredness, you will not be able to take it. No matter how you try. So as you approach a real master, he will test you. He will not make that easy for you to approach. You will have to go through some of your fears, even just to speak. And you will have to show that you are ready to receive. That there is a point in giving you something, that you have a chalice to get it. The master doesn't need your reverence. The master doesn't need your love. But if you have reverence, if you're having love, this is your prize. It means you're getting more alive, bigger. It is you that need this, not the master. He will test you. And if you come in a humble way, with transparency, with honesty, putting forth your questions with the right attitude, then you can get answers, then you can get directions, then you can get understandings. It doesn't matter if the master says something or if he doesn't, you will get it. Without sacredness, without reverence, you will not know surrender. This is something that these days, what is that? Foreign language. And these are very important and very worthwhile living things. They are crucial. They are a part of the epic. Whatever you are doing, without the right attitude, without the notion of sacredness, without reverence, without the notion of sacredness, you will not have reverence. Impossible. And without this, no chalice. So there is even no point in speaking anything to you. If you have this notion of sacredness, this reverence in your heart, it doesn't matter if you're even a seeker of well-being. You will be able to receive something that will help you to move, to clarify yourself, to redirect. Without it, you can't be reached. And whatever you will get, that it could really help you, and even this is secondary, because the real growth happens with the presence of this reverence, and just increases. When was the last time you have spoken to God? Yes, God. Almost another bad word these days. When was the last time? I have a secret to tell you. See? This is a divine romance. Everything that you're experiencing is about love. Not the love that you are familiar with, but something far greater. And once again, yes, it is understandable that you are, in a way, with difficulties with God. So many things were made in the name of God. But you're the one who is losing, because you can speak to God directly. No religions are needed for this. A pure relationship is a direct one. But again, it has to be a pure relationship. You see, the seeker of truth has become very important. He's in the VIP section. Of course, he's a co-creator now. Wow. It can be true but not for this mentality. Is very important. So what can be given to him? He will not be able to know sacrifice, detachment, surrender. Of course not. Too important. It's just a financial relationship. I give you my surrender, you give me. You see, it's like a relationship. Human relationships, if they are about exchanging something, it will become rotten. It will fade. Divine relationship is like this also. And this is the final romance. If you are going to God for Him to help you with something, you're not understanding, you're missing the point. You're going to that which is the end in itself, and you are trying to use it as a means for something in your deluded perception. This is a mistake. So it cannot be given to you. Just small, subtle indications again. The attitude is of utmost importance. Without regaining this sacredness, there's nowhere to go. This is why most of you are not moving. This is why most of you feel that they are stuck. And you are convincing yourselves that, no, this is just a moment, or let me continue with this. Others, fewer of course, have gotten close to something real and intense. And your fears have come, and you have succumbed to it. And you slowly are going back to the same old la-la-las, the same old gatherings, nice gatherings. But deep down you know. When the quest for truth becomes really the most important thing, the only thing, then you're ready. The sacredness will arise. Reverence will be there. Divine romance can begin. If you don't search for this sacredness, if you don't substitute the lens that you are using, if everything is just chewable, you're not giving yourself a real chance. The majority of you now, this is what you need. A real chance. You see, so many people are saying a lot of things now. And there's no point in going into this also. But how to know what is true? The seeker of truth knows in the right moment. You see? The seeker well-being opens his eyes and analyzes, listens, and then with all of these impressions, he decides. The seeker of truth makes the opposite. He closes his eyes and he waits. For the guidance. If nothing comes, he does nothing. Only when guidance comes and says this, then he moves. And he has just one option. Not a lot of options. One. And again, as he is moving, he is trembling. But the things he will see, most of you have just been preparing for this. For some of you, maybe maybe it is impossible to come out from all these constructions. Theoretically, there's always a chance. Not without reverence. Not without the notion of sacredness. Your eyes need to change. Posture, attitude needs to change.